smooth.
Right.
If you just hold,
Educated.
yeah, just hold back just a little so that picture is clear. You
I
know?
think that's the scariest thing for me, because my memory, I'm like working on it, because I'll just be like, oh, do it again, because I'm like, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it out, but then it doesn't sound correct.
So you have to find a balance.
Right.
You have to find it, which is it's hard at this point, right? This is new for a lot of you. It's hard. This is that part where it's like, okay, I have to trust myself. You have to start developing this thing right here. You know that. Okay, this feels right. No, this doesn't feel right. You know, so you have to, and that's why you're here.
It helps after seeing you sign 3 or 4 stories.
Yeah.
Because the first time I was like, yeah, great.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And then by the third time I was like, oh, I understand what she's saying.
And it'll be the same though when you get out there and you have new consumers.
Right.
So learning to use that processing time is going to be extremely important. Because when you get out, most everybody's going to be new to you, right? And you're going to go from one thing to the next. So you need to develop that now. So you have that skill when you get out there. It won't be scary and it won't be like, oh, I've never seen them. You'll just use that, use that little space you have.
Right.
And processing time that we love to help you not look foolish. Right?
It'll help, yeah.
It'll help. I mean, sometimes we still look foolish. Sometimes there's no kidding. Sometimes we still look for that McDonald's application and say, I should ask them. I want to work here. Can I work here? We all have those things. You like fries with that shit? Still will happen. Okay? So, all right. You. How'd you?
On interpreting?
You did both.
Yeah. The voice, I felt more helpful feeding information than I did actually the voicing portion. Because I was like, oh, I kind of know where this is going. Okay. I felt a little bit more helpful doing that.
And you're not the one on the spot, so I felt the same thing where I'm like, oh, I can whisper it, and if I'm wrong, she's the one who gave it.
That's not a good attitude to have.
That's like the thought process almost, because it's not like you're sitting here and you're like,
It's a terrible thought because you're a team. Let me tell you.
that. But what I'm saying is like the emotional stress of sitting on the hot seat, it's different. I'm not wanting her to be wrong.
But it's her bad, not mine.
That's what
Which I
happened
did for both of you.
time.
Actually, twice. So.
Yeah, the first time I was like, and my mom, and she's like,
No, another mom.
Mom, and she has her own kid.
I thought the 2 other kids, I thought the 5, but it's fine all together.
And at that point, I was just lost. I'm like, okay.
I give up.
Okay, so we don't want to not care.
Right.
So
Right.
that was a good comment because really, if you're not sure, you don't feed your team person something.
Right. I realize that now.
So if you're in the world, it's a huge fly. So if you don't know, make sure if you're not sure, say this is, and sometimes this will help your team person because they may have something in their mind. Say, I think I saw this, but I'm not sure. And they'll be like, you know what, I saw that too, so I'm going to go ahead and voice. Let it be their decision. So I'm going to go ahead and
The
voice.
hardest part is hearing the team member and voicing at the same. That's the part that I was like, I'm trying to read, listen, and do. And that's the
That's
same.
why I was just sitting there. Sometimes I listen to her, and then I'm trying to see what Royce's sign is. So that's why I was just sitting there like I'm lost. I don't even know what she's talking about.
Yeah, it's a skill you got to develop. It's definitely a skill you have to develop.
And then neither of us knew where you were going with the
like
this like we
The
were
half and half.
half.
I was
half.
saying this is a working and a vacation, so it's kind of like a both type of thing. Now remember, when you see a sign, you don't always have to use that. A lot of you have one word you have attached to that sign, and you want to make sure that you have a lot of other words attached to the same sign. Make sure you know a lot of synonyms or antonyms that can help you voice. So don't just, one side. Even though I did this half and half, and you could have said, well, it's half a working trip and half a vacation, or you could have said, it's a working and a vacation all in one. Just because I signed this doesn't mean that's what you have to voice. So you have to make sure that you give yourself a lot of options for
I think
voicing.
we were having trouble figuring out what that meant.
Yeah.
It's just
1, 2,
And then you
1,
said-
2.
and then
It's
you
just
think-
quick.
just like it's just the
Like a fraction.
fraction.
Right.
1, 2. So
Yeah, we weren't
Oh,
getting
it
that.
would be
We were not
figures
getting
for
that.
half, and I'm like, half.
And she says half, and I'm like, what? I was like, I know. And I'm like, what?
It's definitely an eye-opening experience because we haven't done this type of thing. Like someone might, watch a video and voice it or something. And that's like the extent of what we've done in this class. So it's kind of like, oh, this is more okay. Like,
Yeah, Tina's gonna kill me. Then you guys are all.
More sign of voices.
I'm not doing that in my class. You know, where sometimes we got all this.
I actually
Everybody does different things. Okay, we have not gone.
We're just at a point.
Come on, Amanda. You guys can voice. Amanda, you want to sign? Be an interpreter. Rory, you want to be an interpreter?